Okay, got a Mahindra 1533 HST. The driver's rear wheel was leaking out of the seal or the shaft, somewhere around there, make a big old mess. Found some videos about people having issues with the seal leaking where the housing is. This whole part inside here on the other side was just full of dirt and oil. Getting it apart isn't too bad. You get the cover, take all the bolts loose on the cover, then the cover comes off. The cover comes off with the gear and some bearings and some other stuff, but it's not terribly bad. It's not super heavy. Once you get it off though, you'll find that it's really hard to get the shaft, because the shaft has this bearing on the back, and that bearing, trying to get it pulled off so you could get a snap ring, you're probably going to destroy the bearing. What I was able to do was pry the snap ring open and work it around where it came off of its slot, so that I could use this whole gear to press on the inner race of the bearing and not destroy it. So I was able to use a 2-jaw puller there to there and use this whole thing to pull the bearing off of the shaft. Then pretty much everything just kind of came apart. And what it looks like to me is this seal protector can push the seal in. I looked at the seal, it's not really damaged. There's nothing like super bad about it. You put it over there, it fits nice and good. Some guys had problems with seals leaking around where this part seals to the outside on some of these. That could have been the case, but it's not like it's flopping loose. What I think has actually happened is there's no lip, and this seal was actually further in than flush. I'm thinking what's happened is that somehow it got pushed in just a little bit, like maybe that much, and by just getting pushed in that little bit, it makes it where the main sealing part on the inside doesn't seal, because then it's out on this part, which is a much larger diameter. Anyways, I put some sleeve retainer, or you could use Loctite or whatever, just kind of in that groove to make sure it wasn't leaking through that, because sometimes our ready sleeves and stuff, it can do that. But the reality is you know, I think it was just because the seal got pushed in. I'm gonna put the seal back in. I'm gonna put some RTV around it, or sleeve retainer or something like that, to hopefully keep it from going in too far again if something dumb like that happens. It's not great design. Honestly, it kind of makes me feel like it'd almost be better without this protector on there. I get why they have it on there so dirt and stuff can't get in there and push it in, but I kind of wonder if dirt didn't get between this and the seal and push it in also. That could have happened as well. So anyways, just figured I'd kind of get a picture of how all this stuff's set up. That way somebody else working on it can actually have an idea of what has to come apart to do this job. It's nothing terrible, but it might look a little overwhelming, and fighting with that one snap ring is kind of difficult. But other than that one snap ring, it's not too bad.